Well, this is it. We're unloading. Spent all day racing yesterday. Can you imagine? Can you believe we sleep back here and then everything else gets used? Toolbox worked good. Car worked really good. Ran a best of an 1144 with a 153 60 foot, which is its best 60 foot. Most impressively, after adding all of the cage work and everything, it didn't slow down the car whatsoever. So a lot of people were like, "Oh, it's going to slow down the car." Nope. So, and the weather was pretty good yesterday. It wasn't too bad. It's got an 11:30 something in it, and I know it. I'll let you guys go. All right, guys, it's Copper Cutlass. Big void. Car's actually at the shop. I unloaded the car. I just parked it at the shop. I'll grab it later tomorrow. But I unloaded all of my camping gear, so all of the cleaning came in handy because my generator's up there, my fans are up there, my little heater fan's up there, all my camping stuff is up there, all my sleeping stuff is up there. The only things that aren't in here is my canopy and my chairs, which sit out and back because sometimes we use them. I got my spare parts bin down there. I had to buy some racing fuel that I didn't have to use because we were running 2 classes. I'll touch on that in a bit. And I got my box with all of my Snap-on electric tools that I take to the track. So, and my fuel jug, of course, and my underhood light. So, we got pretty much, I actually completely unloaded my truck. We have a race in 2 weeks, but everything that we need to load up is right here. I don't have to run in and out of the basement anymore. And I can just back the truck up in here and load everything up and be good. So, on to the racing. Guys, I don't really have videos. Sorry. But I'm going to try to screenshot the time slips because our track did away with paper timing slips and paying somebody to be at the shack. And they went to an app. They could still give you a timing slip. You just have to go up to the concession stand versus a shack, at the end of the, on the return road. Which the app is nice because all of your runs are logged chronologically and you can get the weather off of them as well. I pay $1 a month for the premium app, so I can get all of the logging in the app. It's pretty nice. So first pass of the day, the car ran at 11:55. I'm like, all right, cool. So we added some weight to it. The first pass is in 11:55. We'll see what it does next. It ran in 11:52. Awesome. Then at 11:49, and and then it was settling into the low 11:50s. And we ran pro and we ran index. I went 2 rounds in pro, 2 rounds in index. I caught a 007 light on the pro tree in index. I got the buy in the first round, and in the second round, I just didn't catch as good as a light as the guy next to me, and gave it away. The margin of victory was a tenth and a half. That's kind of that's about a fender and a half, or no, about a half a fender. He ran it almost on the money and he got a good light, and yeah, can't win them all. But hey, and in pro, we caught a red light in the first round, but not nearly as bad as the other guy. And so I advanced on the next round. I went 020 red. And then in the second round of pro, I went 020 red again. So I actually think I'm going to put adjustable front shocks in the car to slow down the front end because I think the car moves out a little bit too fast. And that's the way that I set it up because I'm trying to get the most out of the car. And I, for so many years, was so focused on just going fast that I did all of the old school stock eliminator tricks, and those guys are running off of an index trying to set a record, and it's all about efficiency. So it doesn't exactly work for bracket racing or even index racing where you want that consistency. You want the car to kind of fall into place where it needs to go. So that's kind of on the list. But really what's on our list is tires. We underplanned the smaller fuel cell. I bought that in a panic because they were closing the fuel shack and we didn't know what was going to happen in the next round. So I spent the money and bought a 5-gallon of 110 at least to have something to put in the car to make it. But we only went 2 rounds. We ran well into the evening, like 5 o'clock-ish, and then we camped out. And I'll share pictures and stuff, put them all in there. Anything I got, I'll put up. But the car ran really good so far. That's its best ET. It is an 1144 with a 153 60 foot, which is our best 60 foot ever. At 114, almost 115. So we did have a little bit of a side wind. And it did trap speed-wise a little less than normal, but I'm not going to worry about it. The car is doing what it's doing. We also had track conditions, so I was having issues in the left lane. A lot of people were having issues in the left lane. The right lane was faster than the left lane. Everybody was getting a little bit of spin on the left lane, and it was throwing it off. And that's where the 1150s and 40s were the difference was in the right lane or the left lane. And they were doing things a little bit differently this year, but I ultimately can't complain. We went out. Our first race was good. Nothing broke. Everything's together. We got a little bit more stuff to bring with us as far as fuel. It was cold. Sleeping in the back of my truck, it was cold, but we brought enough blankets, and I actually slept comfortable. My throat has been fucked up for the last 2 weeks. And I don't know, but it doesn't hurt, so I'm not going to worry about it. So anyway, this thing I may actually loan out to a friend who runs Sportsman. The last race, this past race, his transmission started to really, really slip. And big swing in the time slip. So he asked me if there was any chance if he could race the Pontiac, and I told him, go for it. I don't really drive this car. I do like to drive it, but I don't drive it as much as I would. I'm not a cruiser. I don't do cruise nights. I do take it out occasionally, but I told him, I'm like, hey, you want to run it? Run it. Come by the house, grab it, drive it up to Byron, and have at it. It's pretty consistent. It runs a number. This might get loaned out, but actually I'm going to work on it throughout the week. I got a screw in a tire that I'm going to have patched, and then I'm going to go ahead and go over a couple of things, make sure everything's good, and pretty much have it ready for him to just take. I need to get a plate sticker, which is the most expensive thing I got to do to this car. I got an oil change for it and everything, so we're good on that. So on that note, guys, I'll let you go. We had a good time racing. I'll share all the pictures and little videos I got. Had a good time racing with my buddies as always, and seeing all the big racing family there. It was nice for the first race of the year, and it's always good to see familiar faces and familiar places. And when you race, if you're a regular, you all become family. So I encourage anybody out there to just go out there and run. Run your class. They'll teach you. Just because you're running against each other don't mean people ain't going to help me. I got a long way to go. People are giving me so much advice. So I encourage you guys, go out and race, support your local track, and just go for it. And that's how it started for me. My buddy's like, just show up. That's all you got to do is just show up. Show up and race. And here we are into our 5th season of racing, and we're getting better at it. So we're getting better all around, but we got a long way to go. There's people out there that got 30 years of experience on me. And so I'm just lucky to be able to go some rounds, and, we ain't in it for the money. We're in it to go racing, and hopefully we can put it on the dance floor and, put it in the winner's circle. You know what I'm saying? So, we're working for that. So we'll see you guys around. Share, like, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram as Copper Cutlass. Got a bunch of pictures up there from the weekend. So we'll see you guys around.